This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Parrott, and you are listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks Podcast.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone, episode 147. I am Phil, joining as always, master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And the Michael Vick of our podcast, coming to you from Boston, it is.
This is Matt, everyone. I'm Matt.
Hey, every day I open, I swear, is it Instagram or Facebook? You're like fighting dogs. You're like dog fighter.
I'm a trained dog fighter. No, I'm a dog fighting trainer.
That's right, kids. Don't let that easygoing Santa-like exterior fool you.
No, I like animals. I like to see who is the strongest animal at fighting.
Oh,
I like those animals the best. And then,
Are you a Pokemon trainer too?
yes, I do Pokemon Go trials. I think that's still going. Yeah.
so his dog is the strongest one there is. Oh, but next week a Marvel 2-in-1. Get your Ben Grimm. Gonna get your Ben Grimm on next week, Hannah.
Oh wow! Gotta get the old oversized trench coat, fedora, and sunglasses ready to.
That's right.
Yes, I was talking to Will before you jumped on. It's been a while, but I renewed my Marvel Unlimited subscription.
Yeah.
They're so biased against Quasar. Like you said, like at least half his series isn't on there. Marvel 2-in-1 we're doing next week with Quasar's not on there. Crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
again, like I said, with the great Funko debacle, I'm like Marvel. I think most, if not all, of Marvel's series is on there. And he died of cancer.
What's the great Funko debacle? I mean, there's not a Quasar one, but yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing. Remember, what is it? Walgreens has a exclusive Marvel Funko, and we're like, well, where's Quasar Funko? I don't think Quasar has a Funko. Guy's been dead like 30, 40 years, and he gets a Funko.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The movie connection, MCU.
What did his series run? Was it
62, I think.
62 issues?
It's kind of weird because wasn't he like in one of those Marvel, it's not Marvel Comics Presents, but like Marvel Superheroes or something. Then he got his own ongoing for 62, and then I think it went was it Marvel Premiere or something?
Wow.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think maybe it was Marvel Premiere.
But yeah, the book with just his name on it went 62. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
2. So Protectors of the Universe, they get about 60, 62.
About 5 years, yeah, give or take.
The lifespan of a protector.
All right, so I got the email today. So, but Will, why don't you tell these people how's the Kickstarter going? Phase 2.
Phase 2. That would be fulfillment, which means talking to the printer, talking to the people making all the reward stuff, and
all the fun stuff.
All the fun stuff. This is all the worky stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And I'll say, as someone who did support the Kickstarter, I was on the phone all morning with the Postmaster General of Massachusetts, and he claims to have not seen the package, but I told him he's lying because I bought it online weeks ago.
That's right, and when I will send it out when I send it out in February, I will make sure that it goes back in time to get there. So you should have it
Okay.
soon.
Okay, good.
I'm willing to wait for quality package.
But yeah, it's still fun getting art from Pablo and everything. It's cool. Getting there, slowly but surely.
Oh, but I would have paid money to hear that. Hear how that conversation with the Boston's Postmaster General went.
Yeah, whatever.
Where's your package? Yeah, did you hear yourself? What are you talking about? Get out of here. Never heard of email? Yeah.
Crossover what?
What? Arkansas? Is that another country?
That one of them third world countries.
They need different stamps for that one.
Yeah.
Go get your passport. Go get it yourself.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. So what's up? Yeah, like I said, I renewed my Marvel Unlimited and I renewed DC Universe. So yeah, I'm gonna be. And then like I was telling Will, I got some Amazon gift cards. So I bought myself a nice new tablet because it's been probably like at least 8 or 10 years since I got a tablet. So whenever they're on Marvel Unlimited, you'll see me reading the issues. But like I said, Quasar 59 tonight's issue, not on Marvel Unlimited.
Of course not, because
You would think if not Quasar, I mean, Thanos is in this thing. Come on, the kids love Thanos these days. Come on.
yeah.
Big cover too, you know.
You could like reprint it and like put on the cover. You know him from Infinity War Endgame.
Quasar. Oh, whoops! Wait, no. Darn it.
I hope we get Quasar in the movie soon, either Guardians of the Galaxy or Eternal, something.
Yeah. I hope so too. Just so that we can buy Quantum Band toys. You know, would that not be cool?
I'll start with a figure, maybe a T-shirt. Yeah, work your way up to Quantum Bands, but I mean, we're gonna get a female Makari in Eternal, so I mean, I wonder if we'll talk like comics Makari.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested in the new Eternals movie, but kind of because the Eternals haven't really ever kind of captured my imagination.
I feel you, but I'm willing to give them a chance just because I remember when they announced Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, am I going to be interested in this?
Mm-hmm. That's true. I mean, I'm definitely going to give it a chance because, the Marvel movies are pretty decent.
The MCU, has earned itself some leeway, unlike other people I know. DC.
Kazoon tight, right?
Yeah. All you DC fans out there. I know.
Batman.
I know, right?
Well, we get Wonder Woman in 3 days, right?
That's right. Oh, yes, I did. I thought it was going to drop like right away, but I guess I was reading an article last night. I guess they said it's going to drop at noon on the East Coast and 9 a.m. Pacific. So.
Oh, okay.
So I know you're in the middle there somewhere, Will. So you'll probably get 10 or 11.
I'm in flyover country.
Yeah. Stay up till midnight to watch it, kids, because I won't be there at midnight.
Yeah.
So Conan will have to wait till at least noon to watch Wonder Woman. He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you
watch
comments this week?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to watch it, Matt?
I said, yeah. I said, I'll probably watch it Christmas Day. I don't know. There's not a lot going on.
I think we probably will, too. I mean, the first one was a really good movie, so.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe I think also on Christmas Day, Disney Plus is putting out, I think it's behind the scenes of Mandalorian Season 2.
Cool. Oh, yes.
You guys watched the finale?
Yeah, I have. Have you watched the finale? Did you finally watch the finale, Matt?
I did. I finally did.
So I'm sure a big chunk of that is going to be that appearance at the end.
Yeah, the post credits. You saw that too, Will. Yeah.
Yeah, there was some girlish squealing at the end of The Mandalorian, and it was not my wife.
He's on again.
And then I texted the boys. I won't tell you what I texted them, but I didn't spoil it for them. I was just like, and then they posted back. They texted back later, like same thing I did. So it was like,
I mean, I guess we can spoil it here because I mean, every article I see now spoiling both things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got a CGI de-aged Luke Skywalker,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end we get the announcement of the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. I saw a meme. You know, how did he go from a Mandalorian to being Aquaman's dad? You know, there's some cross universe stuff going on there.
I just saw one talking about Boba don't care about his dad bod.
Yeah, I saw some of those too.
But yeah, I guess they're doing. I guess people were confused, but I guess they are doing a Mandalorian season 3 and the Book of Boba Fett.
That's cool. Well, and I guess Ming-Na Wen is still going to be in the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
Heck yeah. Yeah, they didn't announce when season 3 of Mandalorian's coming, but I think the Book of Boba Fett's coming next December. So
long time away.
Well, and then we get WandaVision, got Falcon Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
at least 1 or 2 coming later in the year. Is Hawkeye coming the end of this year? Maybe fall.
They're just filming that, right? I mean, that's
but I think it's coming like the end of 2021. So
gotcha.
Oh, and What If's coming at some point. They said there's a few episodes. They got Chadwick Boseman did record his voice for a couple of those episodes.
Oh, that's cool. It's very cool.
Yeah, it was in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling anything. Yeah, there's one where like Yondu picks him up instead of Peter Quill.
Oh, that's an interesting mix. Not something that I would have put together.
That's the only thing I'm not gonna like, probably because I'm such a big fan. It's just like it's probably all gonna be like MCU centric. There's probably not gonna be comic book.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of comic books, what have you guys been reading? I know Phil's had a little bit of free time of late to catch up on some reading.
Oh yeah, the other day when I renewed my I've been catching up on Venom. I remember I stopped for a while because I'm like, I don't know about this, but if you binge the current Venom series, I think it's a lot better.
Oh. Reads better as a whole than in the parts.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I got a lot halfway through. Yeah. What's Matty Conan been? I know Conan's been scouring
Scouring what?
The back issue bins.
The dollar bins, or
I haven't been out and about, but I have been doing some organizing and found some stuff that was like put aside to read. Where I was like, should probably do that as I'm, making room around the place. But nothing in particular. I haven't really been digging into anything. Flipping through some old Wizards. I always like to look at the various old articles when people would build their own action figures that weren't available and submit them. And speaking of which, someone in our Grunwald's Groupies Facebook page posted some really cool custom-made Quasar figures. So if you haven't seen them, join the group, go in there and check it out. I don't have his name off the top of my head in front of me, but I'll try to find it.
But yeah, I did that last order like yesterday or the day before he put it up. Yeah,
that's good stuff.
Oh, that John Wave one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Because he even said Cosmos and Collision Era. I was like, that got my attention.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
jump on. Yeah.
Come on, kids. We need more members in these Facebook groups. So please, because I did a few groups for big character centric shows. Guess who's number one by a long. Nobody's even close to.
Phil, you're breaking up there.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I could. But we didn't quite get the question. Guess who's?
all like the different groups we have, like on character base. Who's the number one character by a long shot, group wise?
Moon Knight.
I don't have a
Batman.
I don't have. No. Yeah, our Batman group only has like a little over 200. No, clocking in over 800 members is the Spider-Man Facebook group.
Oh.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man's clobbering Batman,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, Moon Knight. Oh, please, Into the Night, the Moon Knight fan group. It's clobbering.
Yeah. I scrolled again through Instagram and saw an old Amazing Spider-Man with Moon Knight and the Punisher and Night Thrasher on the cover.
Yes.
And
Round Robin. Yeah.
yeah. The Sidekick. There's something that's Tale of the Sidekick or something.
Oh, Round Robin, the Sidekicks Revenge. Yeah.
Sidekick's Revenge. Yeah.
Couldn't even finish the story in his own book. Yeah, Moon Knight, my favorite Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
All right, so should we get to this issue?
Let's dig in.
It's been a while since we've done like a one and done.
Yeah. Star Blast anybody?
Exactly. And again, this is the only issue
Non-Grunwald pen.
not written by Grunwald.
Mm-hmm.
Because Quasar 59. Look, there's Star Fox and hey, that guy in the back. I don't know if you know who that is. Yes, so Quasar 59 from June 1994. Like you said, not written by Grunwald, written by Ron Mars. I know him from Green Lantern, but I know he's done a lot more.
Yeah, I think he was. He kind of followed up Starlin on the Silver Surfer book. That was leading up to Infinity Gauntlet and all that fun stuff.
Hey, he does some good cosmic stuff.
Mm-hmm. He did the Green Lantern Silver Surfer crossover.
Yes. Andy Smith, penciler. Great artwork here. Ralph Cabrera, inker. Diana Albers, letterer. Paul Beckton, colorist. Mike Rockwitz, editor. Ralph Macchio, group editor. Tom DeFalco, chief.
Jeez.
Yes, so this one, Brothers in Arms.
So this was June 1994 that this came out?
That's cover date, yep.
Which means it would have been out probably, February or March of 94 on the stand?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
All right, so I mean, there's a couple other ones in here, but our big three, who's going to be Thanos and who's going to be Star Fox?
Which one do you want, Matt?
I'll be Thanos.
Oh,
Thanos.
I'll be smooth Star Fox, right?
Nice.
All right, brother. You're gonna make me feel my feelings.
That's right.
The man with the hidden chin is going to be the most well-known chin in pop culture.
I can make this. Thanos size it.
Make it look like a sack grimace.
Yeah.
All right, Star Fox. I think is that the first one you calling me?
I'll meet you in the Central Plaza. You can't miss it.
All right, I should be there soon as we see Quasar flying through space. I like that first page.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Yeah.
So then we see Quasar. Oh, it's flying into Titan. See the big courtyard. Oh my God! I expected Titan to be pretty grand, but nothing like this. This is so cool. As he comes in for a landing.
Quasar.
Star Fox, where are?
Over here. Welcome to my home. Welcome to Titan. I see you're already enjoying the sights.
It's magnificent. Hard to believe I'm actually inside one of Saturn's moons.
Very few from Earth have ever set foot on Titan.
So I hear. I'm flattered you invited me, Star Fox.
Certainly, you are a fellow Avenger. Just so you know, I prefer Eros. Star Fox was somebody else's idea. Unless you have something else in mind, we'll start with the grand tour. Then perhaps you'd like to meet.
But what about us? We have plans. We are supposed to do things.
I don't want to interrupt anything. I could come back another time.
Nonsense. I won't hear of it. I do have one commitment I can't break, but that shouldn't take too long. You two run along. I'll meet you later. Promise.
Okay.
Look, really, I don't want to keep you from.
Don't worry about it. They'll wait. They always do. It's not
Oh,
every day I get to show. I know this is kind of smarmy, isn't he? It's not every day I get to show around the protector of the universe.
If you say so, but if I had a choice between me and those women, I'd lose.
Your honesty is refreshing. Now come this way. We have to stop by my chambers. There's something I have to pick up.
Wow, this is where you live?
One of the places, yes.
Look at all this stuff. There must be pieces from every corner of the universe. Like this thing. I mean, it's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it.
A gift from a former paramour. Careful, she bites.
Jeez!
So did the former paramour.
Sorry, didn't mean to upset her.
I never did either. No harm done. You know, I see everything you have. Oh, whoops, that's Quasar.
I see everything you have, all this luxury, the women, and I wonder why you ever left Titan.
Avengers number 230. Avenger Mike.
Why go Avengers?
Wanderlust, thirst for adventure. We Eternals are a long-lived race. I find neuromortality can be tedious. Any chance for simulation is welcome. Here's what I came for. I have an errand to run. If you don't mind joining me.
And it's flying through space. This is so remote here, Arrows. I've never been in such a desolate spot.
Exactly the kind of place I need.
Wasn't he in a black hole and Cosmos in collision?
And what about Marvel's tomb? I mean, it's pretty desolate.
The White Room?
White room, yeah.
For what? You still haven't explained what we're doing out here.
And I was gonna say the waiting room of Vaughn Security is a desolate place too, because
Yeah.
they don't get a lot of business. Hey, zing.
Okay, in his office.
This is something I do every year, a tradition, I guess you'd call it.
Oh, a holiday, eh? What? Spend one day a year in the middle of nowhere? Alone?
No, not alone. With his brother.
Thanos? If you come here looking for a scrap, I'd be happy too.
Easy, Quasar. Thanos will do no harm today. Not this day.
Why? Why is today so special?
We call it the truce. Growing up, my elder sibling and I did not have the most harmonious of relationships. Our disagreements were at times quite violent, a fact that came to concern our father greatly. So Mentor commanded that one day we would set aside our differences and remember the same blood flows in our veins. It's a practice we continue this day. I don't forget that no matter what Thanos has done in the past, he's still my brother.
This is true?
Indeed. You need not fear me today, Quasar. You are here with my brother, and the charity I afford him extends to you.
I can hear Brolin saying that right now. How can I trust you? We have fought bitterly in the past.
Infinity Gauntlet number 4, for instance, Mike.
You don't hold a grudge against me or covet the power of my quantum bands? The whole thing.
I wish to be the protector of nothing, much less the universe. I no longer dream the dream of conquest. The might you possess holds no attraction for me, which is, of course, a blessing for you.
Believe him, Quasar. My brother may have an evil reputation, but he is a man of his word, usually. I found this in Father's house. I thought you'd like to have it.
Different pictures of Thanos as a kid and stuff.
How touching. Myself as a child.
You're
Thank you,
touching yourself as a
brother.
child? What?
Thank you, brother. I also have a gift for you. It is called the Destiny Crystal. It is said if you look deeply enough into its facets, you'll see your own future. Perhaps such a tale is only legend, but even so, I know how you adore pretty things.
All
You want
right.
me to be him?
I was gonna say, who wants to be this guy?
I could be him. We've tracked you long and hard, Thanos of Titan, since you stole the crystal from the royal treasure house of the Catartine Empire. We are the Royal Guard, and we are here to retrieve it. Now.
You gave me a stolen gift.
I thought you'd like it.
That Destiny crystal fell off the back of a truck.
Obviously, there's a misunderstanding. We'll be glad to return the crystal to you.
You have no choice because the penalty for royal thievery is death.
Blast all three of them.
Apparently, tales of the deadly Thanos were exaggerated. I have the crystal. Incinerate the bodies, and we...
It's around the throat. Thanos, don't kill him.
Learn firsthand how deadly Thanos of Titan truly is.
Oh man, he punches him.
Yeah.
First hand, he punches him.
You stop, my brother. I'll take care of the rest.
I knew it'd come to this. I'll do what I can. You see Quasar flying. Thanos! You brought them down on us. I won't let you make it worse. He tackles him. But then, next panel, they're both on their feet.
They intended to kill us, you idealistic fool. I'm going to return the favor.
You have to go through me to do it.
Don't interfere, Quasar. You'll regret it.
I won't let you butcher these men. Not while I live.
My name is Thanos of Titan. You killed my... No. As you wish. As you wish.
Powering up, and then he raises his hand over his head.
It doesn't come down. You have courage enough to call my bluff, Quasar. Admirable. I previously gave my word, and the word of Thanos is bond. You will suffer no harm in my hand, for now.
Nice to see you boys getting along. I'm happy to report our guests are behaving quite reasonably as well. In fact, they've decided to leave peacefully since they have what they came for.
Yes, we've decided to leave peacefully since we have what we came for.
These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along.
You did that, didn't you? With your mental power?
I only suggested they'd still feel much better if they didn't execute us over a slight disagreement. They concurred. Well, brother, a truce to remember, was it not?
There was some slight interest to it, though I think this particular reunion is best ended now.
Very well, then. I wish you safety until we again meet.
You as well. I wish he said meeting me again is inevitable. And Eros.
Yes.
Next year, come along.
Star Fox and Quasar take off, and then see Thanos standing there. Little heart-shaped locket.
Examining it.
What does that say down there at the
What?
Bottom left corner?
I
Can't make it out.
After Bart Sears.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh yeah, that was hard to see the F, but yes, after Bart's.
Yeah.
right. That was a quick read, but still better than anything that came out of Star Blast.
Pretty much, yeah.
There was a
It
lot
was.
of big full page pieces of artwork. A lot of it or some of it with not much dialogue on it, but yeah, a fun little page turner. Ultimately, a strange fill-in.
So do you think, did they commission this so they could get a full 60 issues, or did they have this sitting on the shelf and they're like, oh, hey, might as well throw it in to get a full 60?
I bet you it was just an inventory story. I mean, because they could have shoved this in the Silver Surfer title.
Oh, yeah.
Shoved it, in... Was Cosmic Powers Unlimited going on at this point? I mean, there was several places it could have been used, so...
But
it's kind of free of continuity, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, look where we were at last page. Yeah, it's definitely continuity. But no, well, that's the other thing I was thinking. Like, I mean, have you guys at least read some of that Captain Marvel, that series that came after this? The one. Well, Peter David wrote 2 Captain Marvels. With Marvel's son. I mean, it almost seems like you could take Quasar out of this and put Marvel's son in here.
Yeah, I mean, just from a structural standpoint, Quasar's there to be the audience, right? To have everything explained to him so that it gets explained to us while we read it, because he's not familiar with Thanos and Star Fox and Titan and all that stuff. I
mean, it's not a bad story. It just seems very generic. Like, you could plug any one of a number of heroes in Quasar's spot in this story.
Yeah, it's not specific. It really isn't specific to him. I mean, it works fine with him.
Yeah.
And it shows him off a little bit. He calls Thanos his bluff, so it's not, he has a moment or two. I mean, but ultimately it's really a Thanos story. It's really what it is when you get right down to it, I think.
Boy, Thanos would be popular.
I don't know. I don't know. And you're right. It did read fast. I was looking at the average panel count, and it's I was going to add them up. I'll do that while you guys continue.
Okay. Because like Kona said, I mean that first page was almost a splash, and then that page was a splash. I don't think there's more than each page. I don't think there's more than 5 panels a page. Thanos shows up, that's a splash. Okay. Page 15, there's like 6 panels, but I think that's the most. Wait, 1, 2.
I think that is, yeah.
No, page 16, there's 7, but yeah, I think that's most of these are averaging like 3 to 5 panels a page. So I wonder, was that on purpose to fill out the page count?
I don't know if it's on purpose to fill out the page count, but it makes it probably an easier issue to draw. As an inventory issue, it was probably something that they would have to focus. It's not like an Alan Moore 9-panel grid or a Tom King 9-panel grid thing, which an artist would probably look at and go.
And again, I like the art. I mean, yeah, I love the art. The art was good. At least it wasn't like huge panels of like Star Blast or something with big sausage arms or something.
Yeah.
So what you think, Maddie?
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of, I thought it was fine. The only thing that I remembered about this story was the fact that Mark Grunwald didn't write it and that it was a one-off, before rereading this. And it's fine. It seems like something that you would find in an annual, but fleshed out with some bigger pages and more use of artwork. But overall, not bad. Interesting to see Thanos in an already pre-agreed upon true state, although he does throw some punches at someone else, not the person he has the truce with. But doesn't turn into an all-out battle with Quasar.
Yeah, not a slugfest.
Yeah.
I mean, Quasar didn't have a ton to do here, but I mean, I just noticed we don't get one quantum. He doesn't create one quantum construct in this issue.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to be smart, like he, sometimes in a Groot, instead of like trying to bubble up Thanos, he just like tackles him.
Mm-hmm.
Will's counting.
That's interesting. Yeah. That's a good point.
Okay. 85 total panels divided by 22 pages.
Okay.
So
5 divided by 22. Okay. You want the average? 85. 3.86.
So yeah, I mean that's not super dense. I mean, older Marvel comics, they probably averaged maybe 6-7 panels a page. I think newer comics average about 5 panels a page. So this was quick, but it's not a bad issue. It's a good issue. I mean, it's not a Quasar issue, but
yeah,
it's not a bad story. I mean, the art's good, the writing's good.
Yeah, this would be a good Marvel Comics presents. When there's the flip one page, one half over, and then it's Wolverine and the Ghost Rider on the other end, or something.
Yeah.
But
of course, Mark Grunwald and Paul Ryan and Danny Bulanati did the Quasar story in Marvel Comics Presents. So there you go.
Sure. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is an easy read. It's well laid out. The storytelling is clear. It's a good issue. It's not, and Matt's right. It's not by Grunwald. That's obvious to us.
Yeah, but I mean, considering it's not a Grunwald, it's not bad. But I mean, if not familiar with Quasar, you could read this issue. I mean, you're not going to learn a lot about Quasar, but he's protected the universe. Okay, he's
got quantum bands. Yeah,
he has battled Thanos before.
But Will, did you hear what Phil pointed out about him never using constructs, quantum constructs in this issue?
Yeah,
I feel like that's so interesting. Like, I wonder, I kind of go through all 60 issues to see how many issues did he not make a quantum construct with. I mean, I know a lot of them he didn't have his bands.
He didn't have the bands. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But there may have been some of them. Yeah. There were constructs in some of those because Marvel Boy had,
that's true.
Made some constructs.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you guys. I mean, I know this is kind of way down the road for us, but which writer that has written Quasar do you like his take or her take the best? I mean,
the first one that came to mind when you said that was that Abnett who wrote those Nova issues.
Yep, Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning. I think maybe they co-wrote them.
I thought that was decent.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
See, I don't have a good, a clear name association in my head. So if I were to be presented with some examples of Quasar in a certain story, like what was the group that he was in with Rocket Raccoon and
Guardians of the Universe.
Guardians
of the Galaxy.
No.
What is
Quasar? And I think Quasar and Rocket were in it, and there was Beta Ray Bill and
that
you know
was
what I'm talking about?
The Annihilators. Yeah,
Annihilators. That's right. Yeah.
I think that was by Abnett and Lanning as well.
Oh, was it? Okay. Abnett. Yeah. Because even though it was a group book, so it wasn't really like that focused on Quasar or his backstory or whatever, I thought that like this more modern, because in years since the book ended and he became involved with this, who knows what's happened. But I thought it was all right in that. But I don't have any other clear examples that are like jumping out at me.
I was thinking about how he was portrayed in those UCF Perez Avengers, in the
True,
Morgan
yeah.
Conquest, which I thought those were pretty good.
Mm.
But the first thing that came to my mind would probably be the Wade and Waringo issues of Fantastic Four that he showed up in, which I thought were pretty well done too. And then, of course, you're right, the Advent and Landing stuff. That was the only Quasar we were getting, but it was also good Quasar, because he came back. Of course, they're the ones that killed him, but they brought him back. Yay!
Yeah.
And I thought that the team up with Nova was really good. They had them as kind of, just buddies, which I thought was kind of neat. And then when he gets the bands back in Guardians of the Galaxy, it was a really good story.
Oh, yeah.
A lot.
All right, here's a question for you, Will. Star Fox. What do you think of Star Fox, especially since he was big in that Roger Stern era of Avengers, right? When you were like, that's like one of your favorite eras.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I don't necessarily like what has been done with the character. I mean, of course, anybody with mind control is going to be sleazy. That just seems to be the default. And he didn't, when Stern was writing him, he didn't really come off that way. But I guess other writers decided that's the way they wanted to move him, because he wasn't really that way even after Stern left. In Galactic Storm, he wasn't really, But, I always thought he was more kind of happy-go-lucky, kind of just carefree. Yeah, oh yeah, superhero? Oh, sure, I'll be a superhero. I don't care.
Yeah, if you don't write him the right way, that power comes off kind of creepy. It's just like, oh yeah, I can make whatever I want.
Yeah. These are not the droids you're looking for.
Because was that an issue of Avengers or Captain? It might have been a Grunwald Captain America where like he's training Black Knight and Star Fox in like combat, and like Star Fox tried to use his power on Captain America. And
I don't remember that.
I think it might have been Grunwald, yeah, but he knocks Star Fox on his butt, and he's like, "Wow, I use my power on you." And Captain America's like, "I like doing stuff like this." The power really didn't have, it didn't have much effect on me.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, he's like, "I like doing stuff like this." Yeah, your power,
And I'm kind of of two minds. I really like what Kelly Thompson has done with Captain Marvel.
Yes.
But I'm also, I like her, not immediate predecessor, but Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. I really like, because coming out of the Stern run, she was being built over those years to be, the leader of the Avengers, and that didn't happen.
Well, that's like, I know, like Charlie and I've had that debate before. It's like, well, why didn't they just use Monica Rambeau, as the MCU Captain Marvel? And I was, and my theory is like they wanted someone who was like more a Wonder Woman type, because Monica Rambeau is more like energy based. Yeah, they wanted someone to lift cars over her head and stuff, and
punch Thanos while he's using the power gem. Yeah,
exactly.
Like
Destroy a Blockbuster video without any remorse.
Isn't there like one of those left in the world?
There is one in Seattle, and it's in Washington State. And they exist. I've read multiple articles about this place, and if ever I were to be out in the great Northwest, I'd go visit. Yeah.
Wonder what kind of business they do that they're still open.
I guess they do steady enough business. I don't know.
Well, I guess, when you think about it, maybe streaming really isn't much of an option. So, fall back to Blu-rays and DVDs, right?
Yeah.
What, Washington State, they don't stream a lot?
I was thinking more Alaska, frontier. Yeah. I mean, I'm in Arkansas and I've got great internet. So, I'm kind of in the middle of the woods too, but,
Yeah, and people who truly like cut the cord, still have DVD players and things like that. I don't think they have VHS on the shelves anymore. But,
Betamax.
Yeah. But there's other, there's still independent video stores in some places. I think there's one in a neighborhood of Boston. I haven't never been to it, but they're still around.
That side of town.
Yeah.
But no, you mentioned that. I remember seeing something a few weeks ago. Like someone was like had pictures up. It was like an abandoned McDonald's. I think it was like on like some kind of military base. It might have been Alaska or something. But it's like a moment frozen in time because like everything, prices, everything was like still what it was. I think it closed in the 90s or something because like you go through the drive-through, you know, there's weeds all over the place. But like, what was the Happy Meal toy? You know, whatever you closed, was like Bobby's World Toys or something.
Oh, too bad it wasn't Beast Wars, Transformers, or Beast Machines.
yeah. Or just a chicken McNugget dressed like Dracula or Frankenstein and the ghost.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'll tell you the most horrible thing. I worked at McDonald's in high school and like a few years after. Oh my God! The worst thing were those damn Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah.
Because you had to like make a purchase to like get one. Like people would come through in the morning and be like, "Oh, we're gonna do the next one. We're gonna do the next one." We're like, "Well, as soon as we sell out of this one, you know."
Yeah.
So how many do you have left? I'll take them all.
The day they started Beanie Babies, that drive-through was nonstop.
Damn.
Wow.
Drive-through Beanie Babies.
Meanwhile, I was working there. I bought them a price, and then like me and my buddy went to like a flea market. People were buying them off us for like $10-15 a piece, and we paid maybe like $3 a piece for them, and other people are giving us $10-15.
Yeah.
All to make comic money, right?
Yeah, I know. Anyway, so hey, should we hear what Ray had to say about this issue?
Sure.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Excellent.
All
right, everyone. For those of you who don't know, I don't know why. I guess every podcast is someone's first, just like Stanley said. We have our friend Ray, who does many podcasts, including Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast. Snowers to Fear Her. Well, he says it's a Spider-Woman podcast, but like Lil said, you could probably say the Spider-Woman podcast too. That too. The last Tuesday of every month, talking Scarlet Spider with me and Matt Kona. An episode just went up today. And of course, his number one, Into the Night, Moon Knight podcast. That's right. So catch up. Go listen to Into the Night before Moon Knight hits Disney Plus. All right. Ooh, 5 minutes. All right, everyone. Here's Ray's thoughts on Quasar 59. Hold on a second. All right. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Hey, Phil, Will, and Matt. You know who this is.
You know who I am.
No doubt introduced me for this feedback, but I'm dropping in some thoughts for Quasar 59. As you mentioned in the previous episode, really a standalone issue, a little mini adventure of Quasar accompanying Star Fox / Eros to see Thanos on a deserted mud ball. Anyway, overall, I really enjoyed this. I mean, not to say that this was anything super special or anything of a immense standard by any means, but it was enjoyable enough. It was an easy read. Andy Smith's art, I actually did like in this, so I'm not sure if I'm contradicting myself if I had said I didn't like his art in previous issues. I'm not even sure if he has done some previous issues, but his art looks very familiar. But in this instance, I really liked it. I thought it was great. I think he drew a really good Thanos, a really cool Quasar, and I love to just call out, there is a particular page where I think it's where you see Thanos about to strike Quasar with his kind of souped up fist. And man, did you guys make comment about the hair of Quasar? Like from the back of his head, it looks like it's atrocious. Anyway, and then
it's 94.
He's got like a mullet and some sort of really
1994
dodgy haircut on top. Anyway, I thought that was quite funny. It was unintentionally so, but to be fair, Andy Smith drew a really accurate, I guess, 90s haircut for some people. So I guess that's something. But no, I thought the story was very simple, but it was enjoyable, as I mentioned. And I like the ending with Thanos actually holding on to that trinket. I had to actually go back and reread what the significance of it was, and yes, lo and behold, if you look into it deeper, you can see your own future. So it is something of worth, I guess, for Thanos. And it kind of just leaves things up in the air again as to his motives or future motives. He did say that he was done with trying to take over the universe or being a protector of anything. But I like these little bits that you see, kind of threatening. He has some veiled threats, both to Quasar, but at the end also with the trinket, he might be scheming. So yeah, so really cool bit a thing of Thanos. I like the whole idea of the truce as well between the brothers. That's kind of a really cool thing, and seeing pictures of a young Thanos from what it looked like to be an iPad or a tablet that Eros gives Thanos. That was pretty cool. I just like the whole honor that they both respect by seeing each other once a year. Absolutely no fighting. Although these new alien beings who come to reclaim the trinket kind of force their hand. So yeah, overall a very I wouldn't say I'd have to say kind of average, but still an enjoyable issue. And like I said, it was an easy read. It wasn't bogged down by too much dialogue. It was a very simple premise. The art was quite nice. It was nice to see Titan. A couple of the female companions of Eros, they were worryingly just thrown around like objects. But I guess it's kind of the times, or the one when it was written, or it's the way that Eros really handles. But anyway, apart from that, yeah, I'd give it I don't know, I'd give it a C, maybe a B minus, because I did enjoy it. Yeah. Anyway, this should be a quick read through for you guys. But I want to know, what did you think of the portrayal of Thanos there? Do any of you like Eros or Star Fox as a character? For me, he's always kind of been really peripheral. I haven't found much interest in him at all. I like his Jedi mind tricks that he can do, and he's almost kind of Spider-Woman-like by changing people's perceptions of him and getting them to like him, that sort of stuff. But yeah, do you find him an interesting character? If anything, it would be cool to see him in the Eternals. Yeah, and I don't know. What are your thoughts on this really random issue? I guess stealing ourselves for the very last issue. And was it potentially a waste of an issue? Like, could they have used one issue to have expanded a bit more just before the final issue? Anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'll be happy reading, and I'll be happy listening. Catch up.
Boy, I was waiting for the plug. You know, he has powers just like Spider-Woman, who you can hear every month on my podcast. For those to hear her, a Spider-Woman podcast. Dropping the ball, right? But yeah, this one was
when he said soon. I think he might have said that on our podcast, but
what?
No,
what did he say?
Sorry. Oh well, he said on our Spider-Man the Spider-Cast that his A Spider-Woman podcast is soon to be the Spider-Woman podcast. So what does that mean? If there was another Spider-Woman podcast, they quit. He bought them out, ran them out of town.
This podcast ate the other podcast.
Like a Black Widow.
Yeah.
Post coitus.
That's right, man. Raised the big podcaster in town.
The big bazooka.
Well, he mentioned Andy Smith.
Like
so Andy Smith was the penciler from 40 through 50, except for, I believe, one issue.
Was it 49 or something, maybe?
Yeah, 40. Yeah, somewhere in there. I think it was 49. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I remember 49 being different, and then he's probably revving up for that oversized 50.
So I do have kind of a problem with this truce day that Mentor commanded. Thanos doesn't exactly listen to Mentor because he kind of killed his wife, and why would he do something because he commanded it? If he could actually command him, then he wouldn't be evil. So I get it.
You can say he didn't really listen because I mean, he set Star Fox up to be attacked, and it's like, kind of like, I had my fingers crossed. No, it wasn't me.
I don't know, but it's like he really loved his brother, even though he's tried to kill him and he tortured him in the Infinity Gauntlet, and it just. It seemed, I have literally killed our mother and Mentor's wife. I have killed half the universe and undone that, and all these other things. I've killed individual stars. I've done all this bad stuff, but because my father commanded us to have a truce day where we could just hang out as bros, I'm going to do that. It just seems a little far-fetched to me, but
the whole plot of the story seems a little generic.
The one family tradition to keep.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, the whole story seems a little generic because it almost seems like something Loki would do more than Thanos.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like tricking someone else into attacking his brother.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, but it's not a bad story. It's just
bad.
Just don't think about it too much because, I mean, I don't know. Thanos is not one of my favorite guys. Okay, and I get it. A lot of people love him, and hey, more power to you. That's good, but I don't know. There's a lot about Thanos that bothers me in particular, but
I get what you're saying, but I like him. I don't know, half the time. 50%.
That sounded like that was thought out. That was not a snap decision.
Oh, that's.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of that for a while. It was inevitable.
Those are untoppable. I got nothing. You guys.
Oh my! I heard. I was reading something somewhere. I think this is true that like the end of Endgame, when Tony Stark snaps and says, Thanos like, I'm inevitable. He's like, I am Iron Man. I heard like the writers and stuff were seriously considering have Thanos goes, I'm inevitable, and have Tony Stark just snap and say F you.
Yeah, I think there were several lines they tried out. I remember reading something about that somewhere.
I'm like, yeah, how that would go over with the kids.
Yeah, it's pretty blunt. Yeah.
But no, I think that was good. End of the first Iron Man movie, and this movie, I'm Iron Man. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this was a quick read. Yeah, don't expect that when we get the Squadron Supreme.
No, that's some denser storytelling.
That a couple days ago. I like it, but yeah, there's a lot of text there.
I mean, so Watchmen is held up as this great thing, and it is truly an achievement by Moore and Gibbons. The Squadron Supreme is a whole different approach, a much different approach to kind of the same thing, or some of the same things that Moore, I think, and Gibbons were getting at in Watchmen. And I don't think Squadron Supreme gets, because Watchmen cast such a large shadow, Squadron Supreme doesn't get as much respect, I think, as it potentially deserves. Because it's good.
I mean, we'll get there in a few weeks, but this is just that Watchmen is like, quote unquote, sexier, more violent. I don't know. It was considered more of an adult book than Squadron Supreme was.
Yeah, I think so. But I mean, there's some certainly complicated and complex situations in Squadron Supreme. I mean, it's not done as intricately or as straight up adult as Watchmen is. And some people may find that that's a detriment to it, but there's more than one way to tell a story. So, I mean, Watchmen was a game changer, and it just blows my mind to think that the same year Watchmen was coming out, Dark Knight by Frank Miller was coming out.
Oh yeah.
And Mouse by Art Spiegelman was coming out, and Crisis on Infinite Earths was coming out. I mean, all of these things that, you know, changed the face of comics. 1986 was like this seismic shift in everything.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
there was a lot of stuff in that like second half of the 80s. I mean, Frank Miller's Born Again for Daredevil.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. Craven's Last Hunt.
Actually, I think Born Again came out at the end of 86. It started, I think, in the end of 86, and Dark Knight was at the beginning of 86. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty close. But yeah.
That'd be a cool show idea. Just examine the comic universe of 1986.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of go through month by month, or, you know, something like that.
I
think something a little bit, you know, like pre-collected internet information, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
we're gonna be looking for stuff for the Patreon. We could do that completely uncensored. Yeah.
I think Peter Sanderson either wrote a book or had a big like a discussion panel or something on 1986. I'll have to look that up and see if I can can find on that.
But you do a 12-episode series, you know, month by month,
Month by month.
1986. You talk about things going on in the world at the time. For instance, I felt like I almost tried to make a joke about this in the middle when I was asking about the date, but it didn't really pan out. But July 1994, July 17th was the day of the famous O.J. Simpson Bronco chase. So that's where it all started.
Oh man.
The trial of the century began in the month that this book was pitched to local retail shops.
You know, it's funny. In '86, you know, there was still a Soviet Union. There was still a Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
There was. It's crazy, but there was some great. Simonson was on Thor in '86, I believe. You had John Byrne on Fantastic Four, I think. You had Frank Miller doing Daredevil and Dark Knight. I mean,
oh yeah, and then going into '80, I think it was '87, Batman Year One by Frank Miller.
I think so. And then maybe at that time, Perez and Wolfman were doing Teen Titans or just Titans. I can't remember. I think it was just Teen Titans probably at that point, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was just lots of great stuff coming out at that time. And that's just the mainstream stuff.
Oh yeah.
You know, there was this little known book called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that had debuted around that time. I don't remember the exact date of it.
Yeah, somewhere.
Whatever happened to those characters?
Little Massachusetts project in the western part of the state.
I mean, you had so many independent publishers, you know, like Pacific and First and Comico, and I'm blanking on the rest of them at the moment, but there was, you know, this explosion of comics out there.
All right, you convinced me. We're gonna do a special, like I said, Patreon. If nothing else, we're gonna do a special. You got the three of us, maybe get Lilith and Charlie in here. Everyone gets to pick a year, and that, you know, we'll tell everyone ahead of time, and you'd be like, okay, what do you think was like the greatest like comics to come out of that year?
Okay, sounds interesting. Very cool.
We can discuss it. Oh, and if we could do the Patreon, it could be completely uncensored.
See, if you'd have been really up on it, I would have started to talk, and you could have beeped me. Anyway.
Oh, you know who I am.
We'll do. I'll talk about the year that The Angler came out, and it'll be totally uncensored. I'll just say all sorts of shapes and stuff.
You stole my joke. I was gonna be like, yeah, you know who I like from '89? That. All right. So should we get out of here? We dragged this short issue.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. So next time, we're gonna drag out that final issue of Quasar, because next week we're going to be doing Marvel 2-in-1 number 73, The Thing in Quasar. So for those of you who love Matt Kona's impression of the Ben Grimm, stay tuned next week.
Yeah, I'll try to not disappoint you.
It's clobbering time next week, kids. And so yeah, then of course in 2 weeks, Quasar number 60, the finale. I can't wait to see what Ray thinks about that. And then that'll
it's still kind of affecting, isn't it? Even after all these years.
So yeah, so that'll take us to 149. Episode 150 will be our big retrospective on the first 25 issues of Quasar. Might have to go back and dig up some clips from the first episode. Hi, I'm Matt Kona. Yeah, so 150 will be the retrospective, and then like we were talking, Squadron Supreme, episode 151 starts Squadron Supreme run. Once I on Marvel with you, I was reading that Squadron Supreme Death of a Universe. Was it Death of a Universe, which was like the sequel to the original I was gonna say, should we do that? But it's like it was a graphic novel. It was like almost 80 pages almost.
I think it was pretty big. I mean, it's that might have to be broken up over, some, because that's what led them to Quasar number 17. So 13, you're right. Yeah, 13.
Yeah. So
Journey into Mystery.
So do you think, should we do that even if we got to split it up some?
Yeah, I mean, it puts them. I think so, because it puts them in the proper. It puts those characters where they are when they come into Quasar at that point.
If we want to do it, that's fine. But I was gonna say maybe once we start doing some of the Squadron Supreme series, we'll see if we're burned out on Squadron Supreme or if we want to do that one. Because like I said, you said that'll take probably at least two or three episodes to do that thing. Mm-hmm. All right,
yeah, we can definitely see when we get there. Yeah.
All right, everyone. So send your thoughts, capesandlunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Don't let Ray hog all the fun. And like I said, we got Soshin feedback for the retrospective.
Awesome. Hey, Soshin.
Turn right now. There. Listening for a while. All right. Follow the Quantum Zone on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find links to all of our shows, all the social media, links to this YouTube. Yes, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
Links to the Patreon, where we may be doing specials like, hey, this year in comics. Links to everything, merchandise, everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support our sponsors. Tweaked Audio. Get yourself some nice headphones. Hunt a Killer. You should be buying more games since you shouldn't be leaving the house. And then go pick up Hunt a Killer. No, I did Hunt a Killer. Go pick up Bloodlight, the book. Now in digital and paperback. Volume 1, because Volume 2 is coming. And go get they'll do that. All right. So get that on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, this network, and that madman who keeps his word in a truce, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain. So says Master Doom. Your weak sauce. Mark my words.
All right, Matt Kona, where can people find you fighting dogs on the internet?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Matt Kona, posting morning surveillance footage from a dog park in Quincy, Massachusetts. You can find me at night sneaking into nursery homes with bad intentions. You can.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with that.
That's right. You can find me down there on Clancy Street. Thinking about this, like, all right, so if the Thing and the Fantastic Four, or just Thing solo, were fighting on one of the 2 days a year that you adjust your clock, do you think he would yell out, "It's clobbering and daylight savings time"? Long way for that. Long way.
Okay. I think that deserves a nice
at Matt Kona at Suck It Lilith.
All right. So yeah, I was. If you did do a joke, I was going to say, hey, we didn't get one this episode. So.
Fuck it, Dylan. Funkies.
All right. Well, all read Master of the Quantum Zone and the Kickstarter. Where can people find you in Crossover Division?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED on Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and all those places. You can also find me at willallred.com. That's WILLALLRED.com. And then find my self-published work, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. And then the latest work is Crossover Division, which is at crossoverdivision.com. And finally, you can find all kinds of really cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, which is at quantumzone.org.
They aren't even attempting to enter our orifices.
I hope it's going somewhere nice.
I am God.
Okay, Heston. All right.
Star Blast, the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, the nightmares. Thank you for joining us once again. Again, next week, slight detour with Marvel 2-in-1, number 73. You know, from the cover of The Thing, Quasar, and Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs are cool.
Okay, Ross. Oh, I can't believe we're almost at 150 already.
We're going to have to reread 1 through 25 to prepare for that, right?
Oh, yeah. Some of those, I think, are on Marvel Unlimited. I don't think all of them are. Come on, Marvel Unlimited. Stuff with I mention them a lot. So, hey, if you want to be a sponsor, hey. All right, everyone. Come back next time. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it in the family.